Hey guys, so welcome back to our walking series where today we are literally exploring the neighborhood of Lincoln Square. Now, Lincoln Square is literally one of the most charming neighborhoods that you're going to find in the city of Chicago, and it is a great destination for a lot of people seeking tree-lined streets and a more residential feel here in the city of Chicago. I'm Samuel Ciochon. I'm a local real estate broker with the Chicago Lifestyle team and at Properties. I absolutely love exploring the city and bringing you guys in on my adventures with my puppy, Rodeo. If you're neighborhood hunting or you're moving to the city of Chicago, we would love to help you out. I will leave my contact information here so that you can reach out to us so that we can help you find the perfect neighborhood. Lincoln Square actually started off as a German community and an English community back in the 1850s when there was the creation of the electric streetcars that used to go down Lawrence Avenue. This neighborhood started to see a population boom. With it, it got annexed into the city of Chicago in 1925 with the development of this incredible square. Now, the boundaries for Lincoln Square actually is going to be between the east side, the railway, which is our metro station. South end is Montrose. West end is actually the river. And then on the north side is actually Bryn Mawr Avenue. It also encompasses Rose Hill Cemetery, which is absolutely stunning. And if you love cemeteries and arboretums, that is definitely a space to go check out and walk around. In terms of real estate here in Lincoln Square, the average price point is actually pretty affordable. It's $472 for the median price as of August 2025. Now, the cool thing about this neighborhood is there's a lot of different types of real estate that you can buy. There's a lot of single family homes, which the price points are going to be a lot higher. But if you're looking for a condo, there are really nice smaller condos that you can purchase that are on the lower end. We love this neighborhood. There's so much that people flock to this neighborhood for, especially just the shopping, the nightlife, the food, as well as public transportation, and just being around really cute tree-lined streets. As always, we want you to become a part of our community, so please comment on this video if you've been to Lincoln Square. What are your favorite hot spots? But if you're new to the neighborhood, let us know. We would love to hear from you and ask any questions that you have in the comment section. Today, we're going to kind of meander. There are a handful of small micro neighborhoods that Lincoln Square encompasses, including Lincoln Square, the proper, Ravenswood Gardens, Bomanville, Budlong Woods. So there's so many different little microcosms that you can explore with us, and I can't wait to show you. All right, so let's go. All right, you ready? So guys, we're starting our tour right here in the heart of Lincoln Square, which is the business district right on Lincoln Square. It was formed in the 1800s when a couple business developers started building up a bunch of stores along here. It's absolutely amazing. There's a ton of really great restaurants as well as great shopping, and it's very local oriented. Let's walk down. I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite spots, kind of start meandering around the neighborhoods. All right, let's go. One of the best things on Lincoln Avenue is Jean's Sausage Shop. It's a mini little grocery store that's absolutely amazing and is a pivotal part of this community. The other really cool thing is on the top, they actually have a rooftop deck in the summer, which is really fun to check out. So make sure you hit that one up. Another thing that everyone knows about me is I love hobbies. One of my favorite hobbies is actually taking cooking classes. And so we come to the chopping block pretty frequently. over the last 15 years that I've been like exploring the city. It's actually really fun. They have really great classes, anywhere from grilling classes all the way up to pasta making classes. I just literally did 2 weeks ago a sushi making class, which was really fun. So make sure you check them out as well. All right, so guys, now we're in the actual square of Lincoln Square. It's really phenomenal, and honestly, it's a gathering place. So you have kids running around, you have live bands that sometimes perform here. It's just a little bit of Europe within the city of Chicago, which is kind of fun. One of the things also that most people really love about this neighborhood of Lincoln Square is that there are so many amazing parks that give a lot of green space, including Gideon Wells, River Park, Winnemac Park, all of it. So it's absolutely incredible how many green areas there are. Let's keep walking. So, and another one of the best staples in the neighborhood is there's so many cute mom and pop places to go shopping in Lincoln Square. One of my favorites is Murr's Apothecary. It actually was established in 1875. It is a really good location and spot to go shopping. So fragrances, anything that you want from like a drugstore. They also have a really good men's selection. I feel like most shops always cater towards women. This caters towards men. So take a look. Old school. So as you leave the technical square, you can actually keep going further south down Lincoln Avenue. And there are a ton of different things that are always popping up that line Lincoln Avenue. One of it is the Davis Theater, which has small little indie films, which is really kind of fun. All right, so walking down Lincoln on the southern end closer to Montrose, you actually have the Warbler, which is one of my favorite restaurants in this neighborhood. I come here pretty frequently. They have really good cocktails, and they also have a little patio. But right next door is a parking lot, and that's where the farmer's market for Lincoln Square actually is. And then also one of my favorite activities in Lincoln Square is actually the Apple Fest. They shut down the entire street. They have all these vendors. It's one of the normal Chicago street festivals, but it's one of my favorites. So let's keep exploring. So Gideon Wells Park, it's at the very southern end of Lincoln Square and is one of my favorite parks to kind of just meander through. They have a really beautiful nature area on the southern end, but they have tennis courts and the playground for kids, as well as the clubhouse and softball courts, fields. Yeah. Softball fields. Let's keep walking. We're gonna start crossing over Western Avenue and we're gonna go into like Ravenswood Gardens. It kind of show you guys some of the side streets over there. It's the first sub-neighborhood outside of this like Lincoln Square sub-neighborhood. So we'll kind of like do that. All right, so as you get into the side streets of Lincoln Square, we're kind of heading into Ravenswood Gardens, which you're starting to see a lot of brick apartment condo complexes, which are really pretty. But then also you're gonna see a lot of two flats as well as a bunch of single family homes. A little bit of everything for everyone. Such a beautiful tree-lined neighborhood with very mature trees, kind of quaint and gives it a lot of charm. So green space is a really big thing up here in Lincoln Square. And so you have Waters Garden, which is actually a part of the elementary school. So you have so much green space really all over this place. So as we walk further into Ravenswood Gardens, it's going to be very similar to the neighborhood from our Albany Park walking tour, where we went and ended up in Ravenswood Manor. Ravenswood Manor is on the west side of the river. Ravenswood Gardens is on the east side of the river, but it's very similar. What you're going to start seeing is a lot more single family homes, a lot of cute little bungalows, as well as frame homes that are newer construction, but also vintage as well. So kind of changes the entire dynamic of the neighborhood, which is kind of fun. Nice juggling skills, by the way. All right, so one of the quaint, charming aspects of this neighborhood is the Brown Line, which we showed you in our Albany Park as well. But the Rockwell stop is just really quaint and cute with a bunch of little mom and pop shops right around the train station. But it's on the ground and it just gives a dynamic to the neighborhood that most other neighborhoods don't have. Funny story is way back in the day when I was like 18, I actually decided I needed a pet in college when I went to UIC. And one of the pets that I bought was like a $20 guinea pig from the pet shop. And unfortunately they got sick. And the only vet that I could find was up here on Rockwell on Lawrence. I just remember taking my little guinea pig in the carrying case and meandering through public transportation, which is just so weird, but it definitely is a little bit of my quirky side. So that was the first time I ever experienced Lincoln Square, and I thought I was in the middle of nowhere, but now being here, it's just such a quaint neighborhood, and it's actually pretty accessible, which is great. So, funny stories. Too flat, too flat, too flat. All right, so as we cross Foster, we actually get into another little micro neighborhood, which is Budlong Woods. Budlong Woods is actually a really quaint neighborhood, but unlike some of the other areas within Lincoln Square, there's not as a homogeneous feel to it, but it is really beautiful and it's actually really nice. So let's keep walking. So close. So one of the things that I really like about Chicago and what we're doing for biker safety is creating these bike lanes on the side streets. Now, the one thing that I don't like is the bike paths being on the main streets where they're cutting off access to cars on like a Belmont or a Western or something like that, like a busier street. But I love the fact that they are on the side streets, making these bike paths so that it is a little bit biker friendly, because honestly, there's less traffic on these side streets, which makes it a lot safer, but it doesn't cause congestion for drivers, which I drive a lot, even though you're on a walking tour with me. Sorry, that's my humble opinion. I know. But guess what? I survived 20 years of riding the streets on my bike throughout the city of Chicago. I've only gotten doored once. I've never been hit. I love a willow tree. We are actually entering into Winnemac Park, and Winnemac Park is phenomenal. It's a 22-acre park with nature preserve and tennis courts and stadiums that the high school has to provide as well, on top of the softball fields. Honestly, it reminds me of being in London in a lot of the parks there, where you just pull up a picnic blanket and you kind of just chill, which is beautiful. All right, let's keep walking. So as we cross Foster, we actually enter in the north side of Lincoln Square into a micro neighborhood called Bomanville. It's technically known for its single family homes, which are really quaint and cute on the side streets. But the other thing that I always like to point out is there's a couple really good breweries around this neighborhood. One of them is Half Acre, which is absolutely amazing. It's like one of the best breweries in the city, actually almost in the country. But the other fun thing is we're on Damon, and little Rodeo and I actually took our puppy classes here. So our puppy training, we've done agility here. They have a really phenomenal facility. So for all of you pet-friendly people who are looking at different neighborhoods, definitely come up and hit Urban Pooch because they did an amazing job with her. She's a great dog except for she pulls. She's an asshole that way, but love her. Let's show you one of the side streets before we loop into Ravenswood. So Bomanville is known for these like worker cottages, which are really kind of quaint and cute. There's a lot of change coming into the neighborhood. Obviously, there's a lot of new construction or renovations of these homes, but it's a very quiet, sleepy little neighborhood, which is fun. So as we cross Foster back into Ravenswood, Ravenswood is really quaint and cute. It has really beautiful streets with amazing condo buildings. We're gonna kind of meander through, but then also end up on Damon and kind of finish up. Awesome. How is it so hot and I'm wearing linen still? Everyone who lives in Ravenswood raves about Ravenswood. It's like a cult following in terms of neighborhoods. So as we move down Damon, it actually gets a little bit more commercialized. But Damon is really kind of interesting because it's a busier street. It's residential and commercial, which is really kind of interesting. Lots of good vintage furniture shops on Damon and up in this neighborhood, and a lot of really cute mom and pop shops. There's a few restaurants trickled in, but some of them are also a little bit closer to the Brown Line stop at the Damon stop. So. Well, so thank you guys so much for taking the time to walk the streets of Lincoln Square with us today. Lincoln Square is a quaint and cute neighborhood on the north side of Chicago. If you're making a move here, we would love to help you out. Again, our contact information is going to be in the description below, but we'll also put it here in the video. Feel free to reach out to us. Again, we always love helping you discover which neighborhoods to move to, or also just explore the different neighborhoods. Honestly, there's so much opportunity for all of these neighborhoods between shopping and eating and theater. Everything that you could ever want is right here in this little pocket. And it's really interesting seeing the different dynamics between the micro neighborhoods that Lincoln Square has to offer. You know, you can get really beautiful single family homes to 2 flats that are gray stones, all the way to brick 2 flats, as well as smaller condo buildings that are over here as well. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love for you to be a part of our community. We've had a lot of people who have grown up in these neighborhoods and have moved away and they're watching it again. Please leave a comment below. Let me know your experience. Let me know what your favorite restaurant or your favorite shop is. We would love to support local businesses. We love creating this community. We really appreciate it. Dale and I do. It's been really fun getting to know everyone and have everyone reach out with such positive feedback. So as always, we want to help you live your Chicago lifestyle. Go out and explore and have so much fun meandering these neighborhoods because there's so much that Chicago has to offer. All right, good job, baby. You did it.